Today, we're stepping into a world where charm is measured not by a price tag, but by the stories whispered through worn wood, aged brass, and time-faded fabrics. This isn't just about fixing furniture, it's about breathing new life into pieces that have been part of someone's home, someone's history, and now, perhaps, your own. Welcome to Vintage Home TV, your cozy space for antique treasures, vintage charm, and timeless home decor inspiration to bring elegance and history into your home. In this episode, we'll explore how to turn flea market finds and thrift shop gems into jaw-dropping home decor pieces, all for under $50. From rustic cabinets to delicate side tables, each makeover is more than a DIY project. It's a journey back to an era where craftsmanship mattered, and every curve, every chip, carried meaning. If you've ever felt the pull of antique elegance or the quiet romance of vintage charm, you're exactly where you need to be. So, gather your tools, clear a little space, and let's embark on a transformation adventure that proves you don't need a fortune to live surrounded by beauty. By the end of this video, you'll see how the simplest touch can turn the forgotten into the unforgettable, and maybe, you'll be inspired to start your own stunning antique makeover story. Where vintage kitchen meets function. Step into the heart of the home, the kitchen, where utility meets beauty in the most unexpected ways. Imagine an old wooden baker's table you found at a flea market, scarred with years of flour and stories. With just $50, a bit of chalk paint, and some vintage-style brass handles, that antique becomes the star of your kitchen. The trick here? Pairing home decor elements that blend modern needs with vintage character. In this transformation, we breathe new life into forgotten pieces, giving them a new purpose without erasing their past. Whether it's a mismatched drawer pull or a weathered stool, every imperfection adds to the charm. So if you're a lover of antique style and rustic charm, this kitchen makeover is your next DIY calling. Subscribe, tap the like button, and share your own kitchen revamps in the comments. Let's build a community that believes beauty lives in the details. living room with salvaged wood. The living room is more than a space, it's a storybook, and every antique piece is a chapter. Picture this, a coffee table made from salvaged barn wood, picked up for $25, layered with whitewash to highlight the grains, and paired with an elegant, thrifted vintage lamp. Here, we transform worn-out furniture into home decor statements. The vibe? Cozy, inviting, and unmistakably vintage. We show you how to use aged frames, reupholster dated armchairs, and style your space with a timeless flair, all on a shoestring budget. Don't let costs define your style. Let your story do that. If this transformation inspired you, hit subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share it with someone who loves turning the old into gold. The vintage dining room that started it all. Every home has that one iconic piece, the centerpiece that sparks conversation. In the dining room, it's often the table. We take you on a journey of transforming a $40 thrifted drop leaf table into a stunning antique showpiece. With a light sanding, aged wax finish, and vintage spindle chairs to match, your dining area becomes a timeless retreat. This episode will explore how home decor isn't just about looks, it's about the feeling it evokes. And nothing says, "Welcome home," like a beautifully aged table surrounded by stories. If you've ever dreamt of hosting with vintage flair, this one's for you. Subscribe and turn on notifications, your next dinner party deserves this glow up. Softness bedroom meets antique soul. The bedroom should be your sanctuary, a place where softness and soul collide. We find an old iron bed frame at a local yard sale for just $35. With some elbow grease, matte spray paint, and linen drapes, it transforms into a vintage centerpiece, setting the tone for the entire room. Here, we add antique vanity tables, thrifted lamps, and second-hand artwork to bring out the quiet magic of the space. The trick? Curating textures and patinas that soothe, without stripping away the piece's character. Ready to dream in style? Comment your favorite antique bedroom piece, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more dreamy DIYs. Spa retreat with a vintage twist. It might be the smallest room in the house, but your bathroom deserves the biggest personality. Today, we show you how to upcycle an antique dresser into a vanity for under $50. Add a vessel sink, some aged bronze fixtures, and voila, your very own vintage-inspired spa. This transformation proves that home decor elegance doesn't have to come at a high cost. It's all about finding beauty in the aged and forgotten, and giving it purpose again. Step into serenity with us. If you loved this makeover, show your support with a thumbs up, subscribe, and tell a friend who loves creative upcycling. Garden escape with vintage charm. Outdoors is where your home decor can get playful and poetic. In this episode, we transform rusty iron chairs and chipped mosaic tables into a whimsical garden escape, all for under $50. With a bit of sanding, sealing, and intentional plant styling, your patio gets a romantic vintage flair. There's something magical about sipping coffee in a garden surrounded by antique finds that whisper stories of the past. This is your permission slip to create that magic, no matter your budget. Subscribe and share this with your fellow garden dreamers. Let's turn every outdoor nook into a timeless retreat. First impressions with Antique Flair. Your entryway sets the tone for the whole house. Why not make it unforgettable? Today, we take a $30 hall table, sand down its worn finish, and layer on milk paint to reveal a distressed antique charm that looks like it's been in the family for generations. Add a thrifted mirror and a few vintage baskets for storage, and suddenly, your front door welcomes people into a storybook. This transformation proves how little you need to make a bold first impression. If you believe every entrance should make a statement, hit like, drop a comment with your entryway ideas, and join our community by hitting subscribe. productivity meets vintage home office. Your workspace should inspire, not tire. That's why we're reimagining the home office with character-filled, under-$50 antique desks, mismatched drawers, and vintage library chairs. It's a writer's dream, or an artist's hideaway. In this makeover, you'll learn how to pair classic wood tones with modern lighting to create a cozy, productive vibe. Because creativity deserves a setting that speaks to the soul. If your office needs a mood upgrade, don't forget to subscribe and share this with a friend who loves vintage vibes. Whimsy through the ages. Who says antique and vintage pieces don't belong in a kid's room? With imagination, and less than $50, we turn an old toy chest into a whimsical storage bench. We reimagine small wooden chairs into colorful heirloom pieces with a pop of pastel paint. This isn't just about furniture, it's about creating spaces where stories begin. A place where charm meets play, and every corner feels like a memory in the making. Want more family-friendly vintage magic? Subscribe, give us a like, and tag someone whose kid's room deserves this kind of makeover. closet or dressing area. The closet isn't just a place for clothes, it's where your personal style takes shape. In this transformation, we turn a $45 French-style cabinet into a dreamy, vintage wardrobe organizer. Add in antique hooks, velvet hangers, and delicate lace trim. Suddenly, your dressing area feels like a boutique from another time. With a few smart home decor tweaks and a love for antique beauty, we make the mundane magical. Because getting ready should be a daily ritual of inspiration. If fashion is your passion, and vintage style speaks your language, hit subscribe, like, and share your own thrifted finds in the comments. We've seen what a dash of creativity, a sprinkle of patience, and less than $50 can do to transform tired antique finds into statement-making home decor treasures. From weathered wood turned rustic chic, to vintage accents reimagined for modern living, each piece tells a story you've helped write. That's the real magic of makeovers. It's not just about style, it's about connection. If you enjoyed today's transformations, don't keep it to yourself. Hit like, subscribe to Vintage Home TV, and share this video with friends who love turning the old into something beautifully new. And remember, our community is built on creativity and storytelling, so drop your own makeover ideas or before and after projects in the comments. Together, we'll keep proving that with a little vision, every piece has the potential to be a stunning transformation.